Hello, good evening, photographers from around the world. It's time and we're starting. It's always, when you have such an event, it's like last minute, grab a glass of water. Did I remember? All the presentation, is it ready? So it's a great, pleasure, a great privilege to have you this evening together for one reason. And the reason is very, very simple. We are all following our passion, or dreaming, at least dreaming about that, or maybe already doing small steps, or maybe doing big steps. But we believe that concept, that it is important for us as creative human beings to follow our passion, to listen where our heart leads and go that direction. And some smart people around the world says the rule is simple. You have many opportunities, you have many choices. The only one rule is to follow your passion, is to follow the path where you feel energy flows, and that's it. So maybe that's the rule. So guys, before we start, share a little bit. Where are you from? Where are you joining from? We're going to have around 1.5 to 2 hour event with a lot of valuable information and insights. So let's meet. And I'm going to invite you to participate. I'm going to ask you some questions. I'm sure you're going to ask me a lot of questions, and I'm ready for that, and I'm more than ready. I'm waiting for your questions and your interactions. So guys, where are you from? Okay, UK. We have Renata, Elephant Files from Lithuania, Nicoletta. Yeah, I'm going to share. Yeah. Slovakia, Lithuania, RAW. What does that mean? Which country is that? Romania? Lithuania. Okay. Germany. Greetings to Germany. Lithuania. In Malta. Enjoy. Oh, nice to see you. Lithuania. Yeah, I'm from Western. Oh, Australia. Nice. What time is in Australia now? Okay. And Titografia is saying from Lithuania. So guys, if you're just joining right now, share where you're from, share a little bit of, and we are about to start. Okay, we will have short breaks, just stopping and interacting a little bit. All other time I have a lot of things prepared for you, but before we dig deep into today's all the topics, so my plan is to go together with you, invite you for a journey, and go through all professional photographer stages. And today it's going to be different. We're going to we're gonna go to each stage. We're going to see how it looks there, what happens there, what fears we have there, what opportunities, what are the next steps, and how, and all the way I'm going to include ideas and concepts, how creative, how the life of a creative person works. It's a little bit, this life has a little bit different concepts compared to standard thinking. So you're going to find many things and thoughts and patterns which are happening in your life. Once you understand these, it will become much easier. Okay, and of course, today is the big day for the successful photographer formula, which is going to be launched in a couple of minutes. But let's start step by step. So I'm going to share a screen. So my name is Tomas Brazzi. I'm a founder of Brazzi Studios, and I'm a passionate photographer. So 20 years with photography, and I still love it, and I'm still excited to create. And if I was saying for my partner, my life partner and business partner, Reda, I said, Reda, if you take away from me, if someone takes away from me photography and creativity, I'm not going to build all these projects, all these businesses, all these platforms. It has no sense for me without creative work. So that's how I feel right now, and with every year I feel that more and more. So I'm 23 years with photography. And over last 10 years, more than 10 years, I'm helping other photographers to turn their photography passion into professional photography career. I know everything might look and sound quite perfect. Studios, photography school, Brazzi Academy, photography, creative projects. But it's not always, it haven't been always like this. So, short story, more than 10 years ago, I was studying in London photography, fine art photography it was called, London Metropolitan University. It was second year, and at that moment I was already 13 years with photography. So 13 years with photography, and there was one situation which opened my eyes. It was like 2 days due my rent, and I couldn't pay for my rent. I didn't have enough money. Luckily, I get an assignment, and I get the money the last day, and I pay for my rent. But the reality is very simple. It was like a shock for me, like 13 years with photography, second year at the university, and I still don't know what I can do with photography, what are the options, and if I choose one of the options, what is the path? What are like step-by-step, what is step-by-step process? And I didn't know. And I didn't find that in Lithuania, and I didn't find that at my university. So it was a shock. I just quit, and since that moment, I started to learn myself, and I started to ask simple questions: where I am going, what are clear, simple steps, and soon after, I started to share with other photographers. At the beginning, like just the technical skills. Then it grew into Brazzi Photo School, and I had many different courses. Then, like 3 years ago, I started to work more with positioning and marketing. And recent years, I'm running a 12-month photography mastery program, which runs in Lithuania. We work with Lithuanian students and with international photographers from all around the world. So like all this experience, all these different things connected into one big course, and yeah, and it's my passion. So I'm thinking about that. I'm dreaming about that, and I'm helping photographers to get the clarity, which I couldn't get 10 years ago. So I want to make it simple, clear, and step by step. So that is my. Once you have a pain somewhere for yourself, once you solve that pain, you can help others. So that's how I'm transforming my pain into help and into my passion, and it's related photography. Okay, so Let's go. So Brazzi Academy. Our mission is to help photographers turn their passion into photography career by mastering their craft, refining their style, and building a thriving business doing what they love so they can live with freedom, confidence, and purpose. Yeah, and that's the mission. Not only me, also all my team are concentrated to and excited to go for that mission. And like we work with three elements. Like we're helping to master the craft, which is basically photography skills. Then helping to refine their style, which is finding your niche and style as well, and make business out of as a final stage, connecting all these three elements. But if you are a photographer who are yeah, okay, I'm just curious about you as a photographer. Are you part-time photographer, or are you full-time photographer, or are you just thinking to start? Let me know a little bit so I understand. Are you just like thinking to start photography, or are you part-time photographer? It means you already getting paid assignments, not regular but some, or are you fully into photography? Tell me a little bit at which stage you are at the moment. Okay, and a little bit about me. Okay, wait a couple of minutes because I see you sharing. Alisa, full-time photography, great, Alisa. Vikute, part-time photographer thinking to start full. Okay, Nicolette, I'm full-time photographer. Okay, full-time, great. We're going to have quite professional talk then today. Part-time photographer but want to go full-time. Great, thank you for sharing. I want to be photographer. Oh, great to hear that. Freelance photographer part-time plus postgraduate student at university. Great. Part-time, getting some work, and I'm doing it full-time. Okay. Thinking to start. Oh, great. Hello, part-time. Greta saying almost full-time, 70-80%. Okay. On the way. Full-time artist, Titas. Christina. Christy is just start with studio, so want to go full. Great, guys. Hobby. Great to hear that. Wanna be photographer. Nice. Okay, a little bit about me as a photographer. I also have my secret niche at which I'm the best, and magic happens there. So it looks like this. So raw and impactful black and white portraits of influential personalities. That's my website, and basically I photograph people who create and who are professionals in the fields. So it means they are, most of them are like 10 or more years in their creative field, and they're masters there, and they still feel passion there, and they still grow there, and they love to share. I love to work with such a people, and I specialize in black and white portraits that reveal the true essence of a person. My work is all about authenticity, emotion, and capturing the inner world without heavy editing or artificial corrections. I work with people who want more than just good looks. They want portraits that feel real, emotional, and timeless. They value natural, artistic photography that reflects their personality and inner beauty. And I was refining quite a lot of time to find out what is my niche. And you know, when everything falls together, what I said here, magic happens. My clients feel connection, I feel connection, creativity happens. If I get wrong person, if I don't understand that is my client, the result is not that good, and the feeling is not that good. So we're talking about different, different level of work here, and that's actually my also aim to help you to find your niche and feel there, like, you know, feel inspiration doing that, working in that field. It's not that easy. It takes time. I'm going to explain when I'm going to different photography stages. Brazzi Studios, my first big project. Brazzi Studios is one of the biggest creative studios in Lithuania. Here is short video I prepared. Let me see. Wait. Here is short video from Brazzi Studios. 5 different creative spaces for photography and videography, with a lot of different elements inspiring creativity, and of course parrots. All right, let's go for more. And last thing I want to share here, that we are building Europe's most inspiring creative space where people create freely and feel like at home. So new Brazzi Studios, and we are already on the way. 4-store building with 2,050 square meters space for videography, photography, and Brazzi Academy as well. There going to be 2. So in around 2 years it will be ready. And if you are from other countries, it's going to be very close to Vilnius airport. So you are welcome to visit us. All right. So guys, why to follow your passion? Why to do that? Maybe let's go and do what everybody is doing, and that's okay. Why to follow your passion? Do you have any reason why it is important to follow your passion? Because, you know, some people say, yeah, you have to follow your passion. It's important. But once you ask them why it is important for you, they don't know why it is important. Do you have any reason? If you have, write down in the comments. I'm looking at least few reasons why it is important. Why? Thank you, Greta. Greta is saying, let me share. Whoa, wait. Life is too short to do things you hate. Okay, it is short. But maybe, Greta, maybe it's safer to do things you hate. Maybe it's better. I'm going to be evil a little bit, okay? To try to help you to choose. Actually, my big mission, and everything starts with the choice. Once the choice is done, everything happens. To follow, to feel you are alive. Yeah, Camila. And it doesn't mean, you know, being alive is not only being safe. Sometimes it's being scared. Sometimes it's being vulnerable. Sometimes, I don't know, many different emotions happen there, yeah? To have a reason to be happy and fulfilled. Thank you for sharing. Okay. I want to live. I want to live my life. You only live once. Yeah, let's go. That's the power. Okay, let's do it. Titas, our passion is what drives us forward. Okay, yeah, if we don't have our passion, we don't have anything what drives us forward. We are staying in one spot. Everything is changing. We are staying. Okay. To work with happiness. Great. Thank you for sharing. I tried to play safe already. It did not work at all. I felt more drained than inspired. Okay, Greta. Okay, you only live once. Okay. To enjoy and inspire others. All right. Great inspiration, guys. Although there are some, you know, pluses and minuses when we we're following our passion, and if we don't know, it might look that we are not on the right path. So I'm going to share that with you. And the last one, because it's feeding my energy. Exactly. If you're following your passion, you feel the energy and you go. You wake up and you want to do things. Okay? So you can free yourself from small-minded people. Okay? But you won't be able to run away totally. Okay? All right. Will this video be saved? Had to go send children to bed. Okay, Alisa, send your children to bed. It will be available. This video will be available for 48 hours. But if you have a chance, watch it now, because I know the life goes fast, and you if you not dedicating time for something, then you know other surroundings decide which way you are going. All right. So very nice, inspiring thoughts of yours. And before we start, let's touch a few points. So imagine, some of you have children. So imagine, mother who is not following the passion, and children seeing that. Or father who is not following the passion, and children are seeing that. And they're seeing that, you know, that person wants to go somewhere but stopping himself because it's safer, because it's right. So imagine your children will start to live the same life. How it will look. It's not, you know, with the children, it's not like you say what to do. It's never works for none of the people. Just saying it's not working. By showing the example works best. Okay? I think it's one of the strong things if you have children, to show the your example of the path. Also, you know, if you choose safety and stay in a job you hate for 5-10 years, what will happen? Yes, you will be safe. You feel safe there. You get the money you need, but you won't evolve. You won't grow. After the more you stay there, the more scared you become, and after it's even harder and harder to get away from that circle. And after some time, I don't know, maybe even you guys had the situations and switching the career already. I mean, been doing, Greta already said she tried different things, yeah? Been working in like specific job and trying and pushing and go and just like living the right life. And after some time you see that your health is bad, your mood is horrible. You hate the world, you don't want to communicate with other people, and you see that what's happening for me. And you know, it's good when you when you see this and can step out of that, but sometimes it comes with an illness and other disease, because universe wants to shock us a little bit. So a few ideas, and I see you commenting here. Without going from your comfort zone, you won't reach your passion and personal growth. You need to sacrifice some things for something bigger and better. Well, okay. It will always be a sacrifice. It will be. I come from a place where playing safe works, but it breaks my mind. I just cannot do it. So you're at the right place here. Okay, I inspire my kid a lot with my passion. I was being inspired by my mom all the years to do things, doesn't matter age. I do the same for my kid. That's a great family tradition. Congratulations for that. And the world is changing. How do you imagine it will look for everything after 10-20 years? Do you think we will be doing more technical work, or we will be doing more creative work? And I think all technologies and everything and the world is evolving, that we as a humans, we're going to do only creative work. It will shift throughout time. It's not going to shift straight away, but we're going to do more and more creative work. because we're going to have AI and robots who are doing like technical stuff, for sure. And then if everybody's doing creative work, the question is what kind of creative work you want to do, what you love to do. Because once you find the area where you love to do things, you start to create there. And when you create, there's something new, there's something unexpected. And you know, the world is never been the same, and it's never will be the same. So if you are not looking forward to start create, your life, the world, bring the new inspiration, it will be hard, because everything is inviting to go this way. All right. So, are you ready? We're going to go into our photographer's path, but before that, I want to launch the successful photographer formula, okay? So, can we all together count from 3 to 1? So guys, I need in the comments number 3. Just write down 3. I need your help to do that. I want to do together the opening of the successful photographer formula course. Can I get 3? Yes. Thank you, Greta. We have 3. Okay. Let's go for 2. Guys, leave 2 in the comments. I'm waiting for 2. Yeah, I have 2. First 2. Great. It's coming. And let's go for 1. I need at least couple ones. They're coming. Only 2s at the moment. Okay. It takes a couple of seconds. Yeah. Who was the first? Okay. Yeah. I'll show you. No. Yeah. Okay. Vikuja. She was the first. Okay. Thank you for many more ones. And guys, let's go. Let's open it. The successful photographer formula. One ultimate course which covers all professional photographer path and the different stages and different tools for different stages. And it's the first real step from hobby to professional photography. By saying first step, I'm also saying first real step, because all of you probably tried many different tools, many different separate courses which help you in one or other area, small area, and then you have to put the puzzles together and figure out everything by yourself somehow. like me when I was studying in London and 13 years with photography. So yeah, so this covers everything. I'm going to show the course a little bit more at the end, but now let's just open it and let's go. So, successful photographer formula, course overview, a complete structured plan covering camera control, lighting, composition, posing, retouching, niche and style, portfolio, and communication, guiding you step by step from hobby to professional photography. And we have 9 modules covering the full photographer's journey. We have almost 10 hours in total focused educational content, which is 58 step-by-step lessons, practical and easy to follow, and 1 final assignment connecting everything into one portfolio ready project. So this time I decided to do it simple, 1 project which will connect everything, which will allow you go through the main steps which is necessary you to get the knowledge and experience which I want to transfer in this course. Of course I always put some bonuses. So the bonus is live Zoom session with me during which we're going to have Q&A, portfolio previews, and final assignment previews, which is January next year, January 19. Yeah, we will have a recording of that session as well. So, you know, because I know some people can participate, some cannot. You even can leave some of your work so we can review, and after you can rewatch the recording. So, the successful photographer formula, the value of the course is almost 800 euros, 700, 900 euros. The price of the course is 97 euros. And at the moment we have 47 euros, which will stay only for 48 hours. So if you like a photographer who is on the way, and you see that this information is information what you believe, you feel that it's right, it's a great chance to grab. We're going to develop this course in the future, I mean add something more, so people who joins this course will get everything extra in the future, and for sure the price is not going to stay 97 forever. So that's a great chance. This Monday midnight is the last chance. If you will be thinking about, I mean if you're not taking decision now, if you will be thinking, you have 2 more days, okay? Super. Let's go. So the course is running already, and once you purchase, you will be connected to the course straight away. It's ready. We've been uploading everything to the platform today. There will be some adjustments in 24 hours, but these are not major adjustments, so it's good to go. So, okay, let's start. Today I invite you to follow the path of a professional photographer through the joy of creation, the challenges of growth, and the moments of doubt in between. It's all together there. We'll explore the creator's journey step by step and see how the successful photographer formula brings clarity, direction, and confidence along the way. Are you ready? Let's go and let's start the path. Okay? So we're going to go through all the stages. Some of you heard about this system already a little bit, but today it's going to be totally different, okay? I mean, the base is going to be similar, but we're going to touch different points. So first stage, hobby stage. And in this stage, photography is joy. All I need to do is to enjoy it. I photograph what I want. I can share my pictures on Instagram with friends or not. I do what I want. And you have, at this stage, photographer doesn't have any responsibilities. It's just fun all the time. Of course, there are some problems. There are some problems like, which camera to buy? Which camera to buy? Is this lens is correct? This funny, I mean simple problems, challenges at the beginning when we start photography. And before going forward, what was your first camera or lens? I will follow with this stage. What was your first camera or lens? Because my first lens was 50mm lens. And it's the lens I recommend, and most of professionals recommend to start with. But I know many photographers who start with kit lens like 1855 or even 18200, that universal lens, which is cheap, very dark, and has quite poor image quality. Okay. Nikon D7100. Yeah, great start, 50mm. Yeah. Okay. Alina, Canon M50. Great. Kit lens. Pentax plus 50mm lens, 50mm iPhone. Okay, great. iPhone 6, great. Nikon D3200. Oh my God. Okay. When you look, you know, I believe you have a different camera at the moment, because it's like entry and really like beginner level camera. And once you have professional camera, this camera, you understand how everything changed. Okay, Nikon D3300. Okay, oh, even two cameras. Canon R6 Mark II. Great set here. All right, good, great. Let's continue with this stage. So yeah, in relation with successful photographer formula and the change what it gives after you seeing the course, you stop guessing settings, you feel calm before shooting, the camera stops distracting you, you can focus on people and light. And yes, the main problems photographers have in this stage, technical problems. One problem, sometimes it's hard for them to have the right exposure. Sometimes images are too dark or too bright, that is a problem. Then sometimes, quite usually, there is a focus problem. It's not sharp enough, the picture, the background is not blurred enough, or we don't have focus at all somehow. I even met some photographers who were shooting on manual focus. I mean, focusing with lens, and it's impossible to focus right. So you can use this method for some things like small products like rings or earrings, but not for like people photography. Also, some movement in a picture might be a problem. And yeah, these are the main. And sometimes photographers struggle to set up all the settings to start work. And it's like, you know, you have a photo shoot going on and you like wasting time setting up your camera and you stressed. So it means all your energy goes into technical stuff. I mean, how to set up your camera, not photographing, not communicating with your model, not creating actually. So that is important thing. I believe most of you are quite good with technical settings, but still in this course I have quite strong part, which is especially concentrates on how to set up camera fast, how to have precise focus, how to blur out background as much as possible, and there is important part, bonus part here, how to choose professional camera and lens. I did a guide for 3 different brands, Canon, Nikon and Sony, 3 variations in each brand, which starts from 1,000 euros. So like how can we start fast with professional gear and not spend no overspending, because that is the problem. Photographers buy unnecessary gear and they have average quality gear and they spend a lot of money. So that's also included in that part. And there is one part I'm going to integrate in each stage about creator's path. So the first thing about creator's path is a conflict with your environment and pressure from close ones. And people around you are not necessarily creative type people. And these people might want to live safe, normal life. And sometimes if you don't have, people who supporting you and you want to go to explore, to create, and people pushing you back. So you have to be aware. You don't have to take them with you. You have to respect them, how they feel, how they think, say thank you, and say that you're going your way. And big recommendation, find a community which supports this vision of yours, which empowers you, not stops you. That is super important. It's like a shield, It's like a shield and a support, which you don't have it physical, but you feel it. You feel it if it's sincere. Because some people say, go, do good, great, I love it, but they don't trust you. And they say, I trust you, but they feel they don't trust you. And it's strange. There was one situation, it was like 2 years ago, and I met one friend of mine, and she said, Thomas, I have to tell you a secret. Okay, what is the secret? And she said, Thomas, once you said that you're going to build Brazzi Studios, which was like more than 10 years ago, I didn't believe you. I was laughing about that, but yeah, a lot of people are not going to believe you. So the only one thing you have to go for is go for yourself, and people will start to believe once you do specific steps. If you go one day with camera and shoot, and you say, oh, I started shooting, everybody will say, nice, but you just you just tried shooting, we don't see you as a photographer yet. But if they start to see you every day with camera, if they're going to see you posting on Instagram that you're shooting the results, and it will continue more than 1 week, more than 1 month, people start to see that you are going into photography. So yeah, most often support appears when people see consistency and real results. So don't pay attention to what's happening around, only go for consistency, for one step forward every day, and for small tangible results. Okay? Let me share. I have a message here. Renata is saying, I understand theoretical part of the settings, but I take camera out is always bit of a struggle, because in practice it is much harder. Okay, simple reason. You don't have clear system how to start shooting. If you ask yourself, it's a question for everybody. Imagine you starting shooting now and you don't know the conditions. Maybe it's sunny, maybe it's a bit shady, I don't know, maybe it's inside. How you set up your camera? 1, 2, 3. And what you do next? So if you don't have this system, the successful photographer formula might be a great solution, because I integrated that system in there. Okay. Greta is saying, I use triangle method. Yeah, it is, 3 elements. Aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. Of course, these elements are all responsible for light. But how you connect them together, that's a different question. But yeah, that's the key. But but you have to have a clear answer. What is aperture? What is shutter speed? What is ISO? And what I'm going to do with this once I press a button and the picture is not right. Okay. All right. And this stage, it can stay forever. Hobby stage can be forever, and it's good. Why not? It's like you have a hobby to watch movies. You can have this hobby for all your life. So it's not necessary to go into professional photography if you have nice hobby and you want to spend a lot of money, and if you like to spend a lot of money on lenses, cameras. It doesn't mean that you have to become professional photographer. Do you know some people who are spending like thousands on expensive cars, and they just love to have them, to sit in them, but they're not they're not earning money from doing that, and that's okay. So don't pressure yourself if you that person who loves camera gear. Okay. New camera gear is great to try, to test, to experiment. It's a fantastic hobby. But at the end of the stage, we get the question, can it be something more? If we go to the end of this stage, can it be something more? Can photography become more than a hobby? Like, can my hobby become a full-time career? Maybe first time part-time career, and next full-time career. What do you think is the answer? Short question. If the person, photographer, starts to think, can photography be a career for me? What is the answer? What would you answer for that photographer? who's been having photography as a hobby? Anne is saying yes. And Vikuje is saying yes. And my answer is yes. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible, but you have to do some specific things. And let's go to skill stage. So once we have a question for that, and we take decision, yes, let's go, we move to skill stage. Skill stage, it means we have to have specific skills to be a photographer. And these specific skills are, first of all, lighting, studio lighting, which might be continuous lighting and flash lighting at the studio. Then it can be hard daylight outside. Then it can be soft light outside, soft light inside, many different lighting variations. Then it will be composition, if we work with the people, posing, and retouching. All these technical elements which are necessary in this stage. And what happens? Photographer learns these things, practices these. You know, once I learn something, I go and practice. That's important thing. If you just go and watch and not doing anything after, no good. No good, it's not going to work. So it's important to learn and test it. And during this stage, first assignments start to come. Because friends see that you're investing more and more time in photography. Once you learn new skills, they see that your pictures become better than theirs compared I mean, the ones they're doing with the iPhone. They see that it's much better. And everybody, nowadays, everybody wants a photo shoot. Maybe it's like a portrait photo shoot, maybe it's for like business, maybe someone is doing specific products and want to put them to Instagram to sell these, or some services, or I don't know, or having a family, or they might want family photo shoot, and so on and so on. So if you look around, ask a couple friends of yours and ask what would they like to have a specific photo shoot, and if they would like, what kind of photo shoot is that? And you'll see that everybody is they are excited to have a specific photo shoot. They have different wishes, but everybody wants to have nice pictures. It is what it is, yeah. So opportunities are around us, and at this stage we do photo shoots for free or charge small amounts just to cover some expenses, because we are still exploring, we still learning, and of course it's important very important to inform your clients. If you're doing specific photo shoot for the first time, just say that. Say that you're doing that photo shoot for the first time. That will be much more professional, instead of saying, yeah, I'm professional, I can do everything. Okay, be sincere about your experience. All right, as far we are at the technical part, skills, what is your biggest technical challenge right now? It might be light, it might be still camera settings, retouching, or maybe posing. So write down in the comments, what is your biggest technical challenge at the moment. So we'll see if it falls under any of these different courses we have during this stage. What is your biggest technical challenge? It's not a job interview. Don't write my biggest challenge, I'm too perfect at with everything. Don't do that, okay? Okay. Let's see what we have here. Renata is saying settings, definitely. Okay. Vitalia is saying light. Marius is saying posing. And Ford is saying studio lighting. Okay. Settings, retouching, Retouching will be next. Okay. First settings, then retouching. Renata, I would recommend go first with camera settings and then go with lighting and light control. Because if you're going to have poor light control, retouching is not going to help, or you're going to be retouching all the time. And then it leads that you become a retoucher. So please follow the step. Camera settings, lighting. Number 2, okay? That's why we are systemizing photographer's path to help photographers not to lose the path, not to jump to different areas, because it means they're going to work from the opposite direction, and it will be much harder, or will be no results. Okay, we see settings. Tita Grafia is saying face retouching and creative posing. Okay, Christy saying studio light, and okay, Renata, you're welcome. That's why I'm here to help you to follow the path step by step. Okay, that's my mission. Okay, and Camila is saying retouching, guys. Okay, pricing and posing. Okay, pricing. Okay, price. We will talk about pricing, but in different stage. Okay, 2 more stages to go. We will go to next. We're going soon to how to find your niche. Then how to go into business stage. How to sell more. Okay, and consistent. So we're going to go to these stages. And let's see. So successful photographer formula. The change it gives in this stage with specific tools. So you stop hoping the light will work and start shaping mood intentionally. You can repeat results instead of relying on luck. So no more luck. You feel confident working with people during shoots. Once you control your camera, once you control light, once you control posing, you will start to feel working more comfortable with people. That is the natural thing. If you don't control your camera, if the light is a mystery and you want to have a calm atmosphere with your client, how it will happen? Because you will be thinking about things which are not automatic yet. You will take all your brain energy into other things, and your client will have not the best experience. It will have I believe, good experience, but not the best. Your images look finished and professional thanks to clean, simple retouching. Yeah, that's one of important thing. Clean and simple retouching, not like creative and extraordinary retouching. Sometimes photographers go first not into clean and simple, they go to extraordinary retouching, and that's not the path. We start with the basics, okay? And we're going to cover all these parts during this course. And I think it's one of the biggest part of the successful photographer formula. The number of different videos and modules here are like the biggest. Because there are many different topics with many different aspects, and in this part, what I didn't prepare, all the variations. I prepared the variations which every professional photographer will need 95% of time. So only what is necessary. I was interviewing other professionals about the lighting, what they use most commonly, what they need, and only concentrated that information and left what is really practical and necessary. So you can start shooting portraits, families, business portraits, and other things which all other assignments which are easy to start to shoot. And not only, but start with these. Okay? And this stage has also one tip for creators, where it is. So once we decide to go this path, once we do that step that we're going to go professional photographer's path, we will have an identity shift. and we will ask ourselves who I am now. And you know, it is not an easy process. It's like, you know, every different stage is like you removing your old skin and moving into new skin, and it's uncomfortable. That moment, you know, once you don't have your old identity and the new identity is on the way, you know, that gap in between, it's super vulnerable and super hard. So once you know, you go out of that safe space, it's scary, and it's normal that you go out a little bit, you come back, you go out, you come back, you go out a little bit more, you come back, a little bit more, then you see maybe you see other photographers who already stepped out for like further away from old identity, and you say, okay, maybe it's possible, and you try to do it yourself, and then you jump to the new stage, and it's not like, you know, let's go to next stage. It doesn't happen like this. You can have it faster with the guidance, with the clear steps. It is much faster because this like successful photographer path, it normally for photographer who is going on his own by getting separate information from different sources, it takes something like 6-10 years. So it takes time. So my aim is to shorten it into a couple years, or at least 1 year. The mission is 1 year, but for some people it might be 2-3 years if they go slower, if they want to go slower. We all have our different pace there. So advice for this transition. This is normal transition, not a mistake. You don't need a final identity yet. One small step in a new direction is enough for today. So one small step, and after many small steps, you start to see yourself as a person who is doing these steps. You're not going to try, you're not going to plan, you become the person who is doing these steps. So that's how identity shift happens. Okay, at the end of this stage, we get a question. Where I am best at? Because during this stage, we try everything. We try different niches, we explore, we experiment, but where we are best at? Once we have this question, we can start to move to specialization and style stage, where we looking for direction, how to find the niche which suits us best, which suits me best, and not only suits me best, but also which is necessary to the world. Okay, because if you decide to shoot, I don't know, clouds, I think it's necessary to have cloud photographers. I think it's a great opportunity for exhibitions and so on and so on. But you know, it's very specific niche, shooting clouds, that might take more time to grow in there and find the specific clients there. But yeah, so it's connection, what I'm good at, what are my personal qualities, what are situations in my life, connection with what is necessary for the world. And the question before we move forward is, if you could photograph only one thing for fun, what that it be? If you could photograph only one thing for fun, what would it be? Leave a comment and we'll share a little bit, because once you go to this stage, the mistake photographers quite usually do, they say, where I can get more money, where I can get paid more, and that's not the best question to start with. it is a good question, but not the number one question. If you start with this question, you already, it feels like you are, you start with scarcity. Okay? Let's see what are you writing here. Okay. And saying portraits. Thank you for sharing. Vikuj saying my dog. Dog again. People. You can even be more specific. If you see that, oh, you want to photograph something very, very specific. Catching unexpected moments. All right. Close-ups, macro, because it's whole different world. Okay. Portraits, specifically creative makeups. Okay. All people portraits, nice. Professional person, model, actor, nice. Personalities, faces, and photography, saying landscape photography, nice. So you see, you know what you want to photograph. So let's see, for example. Okay, let's take something more, not that ordinary, like dog. We have a couple dogs. So why not? So imagine, do you know any people who invested in their dogs, and a lot, not only by buying the dog itself, but the clothes, the taking care of that pet, food, and all other, the bed, and I don't know, many other crazy elements, and the dog becomes the member of their family. And these people for sure would like to have pictures of professional, interesting, I don't know, different style, whatever you can choose if you are a dog photographer, and they would invest in these pictures where they have only their dog, or they have like family with dog. So if you can like have only dog photography, you can mix with family photography, but especially focusing on families who have dogs. And it's a specialization, and it's a unique one. Do you know many photographers who shoot families with dogs? So imagine going this direction for quite some time and showing that in your portfolio. How would that look? It will be like everybody who knows you and knows families with the dogs, they would definitely recommend you, because you know how to behave with the pets. Not all photographers know how to behave with pets. Yeah. It is just an idea. At the beginning, it might look crazy, but once you connect what is necessary in the world, it starts to make sense. Okay, so guys, always start with this question, and money is not the first question. First question is, what would I photograph only? If I could photograph only one thing for fun, what would it be? And then you can answer, is it necessary to the world? How can I connect it? Normally and quite usually it might, if it's something not that common, it might not connect straight away with what people are looking for. So you have to spend time and do a market research, think about it, ask other people opinions, and you will find it. But it's like during last year I was consulting more than 50 photographers when finding their unique niche, and they all have their own unique niche, which is so strong, so different, and wow, I can reassure you that all of us have our unique niche if we don't afraid to find it. Okay. All right. So how our new course helps in this part? So in this course we have module. One module is how to choose your niche, and it helps to choose your niche according your current situation. I mean, like some simple elements. You can work on weekends or not. You like to work from 9 to 5, or you can work anytime, according your schedule, according your according level of responsibility you want to take during these photo shoots, and other elements, plus that your personal qualities. Because some actually we're going to go through 12 different niches in this program, 12 most common niches and most needed niches, and we're going to go through these step by step, having different layers of understanding and understanding, so you're going to have a chance to look what is good for yourself through different layers. And it is impossible not to find the niche which is best for you. But sometimes people choose the wrong niche. For example, they choose like, okay, I want to go for fashion photography. No, and they don't understand the fashion photography overall. They see nice pictures, nice lightings, but once they see fashion photography, they see that it's okay, it's a big team, it's usually quite boring, it's usually quite slow, and once they see that, they say, okay, I want to photograph stylish people in more creative way, which is portrait photography. Okay, so imagine you going wrong direction without knowing these elements. It might take a couple years to find the niche. Okay, so after the change of this course, you stop trying to shoot everything. You have a clear niche that fits you. Your style becomes more consistent and recognizable. You feel confident explaining what kind of photographer you are. It's also a change of identity here. So, and it's this transition, it's one of the most difficult for photographers. Because many photographers want to create everything, and once they go, I invite them to go into niche, they're afraid that they're going to lose creativity. They're afraid that they're going to lose opportunity to shoot everything, and that's not true. In this course, I'm showing how exactly you get more creativity by choosing your niche. So we're going to remove these inner beliefs, inner blocks, and open the path for more creativity when choosing the niche. Once at the end of this stage, we have next question, and the next question is, I want more clients. I want more consistency in getting clients. And it means that we are already a great tool. We are becoming, I'm going to compare us to a great tool. We're a great tool who can solve specific problem for specific people. For example, if I'm a family and dog photographer, I help to show the family how beautiful that family is and how they are in a very nice relation to each other and with their pet as well. And that is important for these people. So also try to understand why it is important. It's always like understanding more about yourself. Once you understand why it is important for you, you understand why it is important for your clients. Once you go deeper, understand why it is important for your clients, you understand more about yourself, because it becomes more important for you. Because if someone is saying, okay, I'm super, all my passion is going to, I don't know, to save the world, which is a nice mission. But if your mission is not going to say to that direction, which is saving the world, okay, you say nice, okay, but you're not going to have that strong connection. So when choosing the niche, it's also important to check your expertise, your life experiences, because it will always resonate with your clients. It will always resonate with your clients. Okay, so the question for the next stage is consistency. But before that, a little bit from creator's life. So burnout risk from over motivation. That is a quite common thing, as once we have our direction, you know, we start to go like crazy that direction. And once we go like crazy that direction, we get burnouts because we don't rest normally. We love to work. We work overtime because we don't have actually working hours, so we work all the time, and it's tiring. At the beginning, enthusiasm is high. You want to do everything fast, expect a lot from yourself, and rest very little. Over time, this can turn into fatigue, disappointment, and the thought, maybe this isn't for me. So have in mind, if you feel sometimes maybe this isn't for me, check. Did you have how your body is feeling? Did you rest well? Did you eat well? And quite often we can notice that we are tired, we didn't sleep well, we didn't eat regularly, and that is an effect. So advice, learn to pace your energy, not just your work. Rest and small wins are not weakness, they are what makes long-term growth possible. So small steps and rest, that is very, very important. And that is what I'm learning as well all the time. Every time a little bit better, but it's a path. Let me see. We have a comment. Let's read the comment. Been there with 3 photo shoots and was too many of them, many hours of editing, and didn't knew my style at the time. Okay, Vikuja. Yeah, and it's very important about 3 photo shoots. Who are you doing these photo shoots for? If you're doing, for example, if you're doing for models these photo shoots, and your ideal client is not the model, you're wasting your time. So you have to understand who is your client. Okay, otherwise you'll drain yourself, and you even won't get result. So it feels that you're going totally wrong way. Okay, thank you for sharing that. Okay, it's time to go to the next stage, business stage. I want consistency. It means I want consistent clients coming every week. Of course, you have to understand that photography is not, it's a creative job, and the clients won't come regularly, like super regularly. It will change. So you have to consider the shift in your business, but once you fix specific elements, it will be quite stable. Okay. And the question before going further, what feels hardest in the business side? Finding clients, pricing, confidence, communication. Before going further, share a little bit. What is the biggest challenge? Finding clients, pricing, confidence, communication. Don't write like the struggle is to earn more. No, please don't do this. It's not clear. We don't be more specific. What is the struggle? maybe it's communication. You've been thinking that it's time to start do regular communication, but you started and you quit. Maybe it's a challenge to make a portfolio which really represents you well. Okay. Thank you for messages. So finding clients mainly. All right. Finding clients. Finding clients. Okay. Pricing and communication. Finding clients. Especially after going niche. Yeah, it is. Before, it's like interesting moment, and you know, before going into your niche, you've been shooting everything. So it means you're getting many, you know, many different opportunities. These opportunities are not super valuable as other people see you as photographer who photographs everything. So they see you as a beginner. Maybe they don't consciously see this way, but they feel you as a beginner. And once you say, I'm going to niche down, you say no for many of these. And then you have to ask, okay, where I can find the clients which fit my niche. And you have to find the ways to find these clients. So it's not like it is a shift. It is a shift because you lose a lot of clients, and you don't know where to find the new ones. It's like you are naked, you without skin again. Okay, so guys, write down if you are here what is hardest for you. Okay, finding client. Confidence, especially when you are used to comparing your work to other artists. I think, Vitalia, this topic is great for that creative creator's lifestyle, because once you start comparing to yourself to other photographers, you're wasting your time, because you're doing what? You're comparing with someone, so it means that photographer is great and me, I'm not that great at the moment. So you're seeing that difference, but the difference is only one, that photographer did more specific steps to get there. So he was doing more of specific things. And when you look at photographers and you admire some photographers and they look amazing, stop for a little bit. I want you to start noticing how they are. Do they have their niche? Do they have their unique style? Do they have their clear portfolio? Start to notice these things, and you see that always these photographers have the clear identity and tools like portfolio, like Instagram portfolio, ready to go. That's why you look at them like this. So it's not, it's a great inspiration for you to do these steps. Okay, and we're going to go through all these steps in this course. In a moment, I'm going to share how we're going to do that. Titography is saying finding long-term clients. From what I'm hearing, Titographia, the answer here is specialization. Also specialization. And first of all, we need to see what specialization exactly you are at, and then we have to find what exactly clients we have to look for who need photography services regularly. So if you are a wedding photographer, definitely most of the times your clients won't be your regular clients. unless you have wedding photography and family photography. Okay. All right. So let me hide this. So the shift which the successful photographer formula is doing here. So you understand how to attract the right clients, how your portfolio communicates clearly after this, pricing and packages feel structured and fair, and communication becomes calm and confident. So as you can see, few elements. So in this stage, we're going to build portfolio and learn how to build portfolio in a fast and simple way. Then we going to learn how to price and package your services so that when client comes, the prices and the pricing and packaging helps him to decide and leads the right way. Okay, and without brings you the clients without negotiation, because you give specific options which are psychologically easy to you help make easy choices for your client, and it's possible to do that with pricing and packaging, and it's a great tool to differentiate yourself from other photographers by using these tools. Some photographers are using these tools, but like very on a surface level. And then the part many photographers struggle is communication. So we're going to learn how to communicate, which tools to use for communication, and we're not going to go with all portfolio tools. You're going to learn how to manage your Instagram portfolio, which is super great for many for like couple years. Of course, after next step is like web portfolio, but if you don't have your Instagram portfolio, there's no need to build a web portfolio. Okay, and after this part, communication part, you live with your own clear system. You know, you choose how often you want to communicate, but you know all the topics you can choose, and actually I'll show you how to prepare your communication plan in, I believe, 5-10 minutes. I would say 5 minutes, but okay, let's take it longer. In 10 minutes, you will be able to prepare your all-month communication plan, which you're going to continue do not only first week. Okay, let's make a deal. This program is made like this. It's about clear, easy steps which will go throughout the year. Not only, next week I'm going to do everything. I'm going to do my portfolio, do perfect communication. No, it doesn't work like this. Okay? And about creators. Attachment to results. When inner motivation starts, people want fast external results. Money, clients, recognition. When they don't appear quickly, doubt and comparison arise. But inner change always comes before outer results. Inner change always comes before outer results. Advice: focus on the process, not fast outcomes. Measure progress by what you did better today than yesterday. Yeah, so that is, I see many photographers, they start something, and you're just starting that. I'm seeing that, that photographer started something. Okay, good, we'll see how it goes. Starting for some time, and then you see that it's finished. I mean, it's not happening anymore, and it's a great sign that that person is attached to results and attached to fast results. So once you understand that it's not like the aim is not get 10 photography assignments for the next month. The aim is to become photographer who is getting regular assignments every month. Not like not going for goal, but going for personality shift, for identity shift. So if you go this way, you won't be asking, you know, after a week or 2 weeks, oh, why it's not coming? You ask, if you are, you can ask yourself if you are a person who gets such a result. And that is a big change. Okay, are you ready to go to the next stage? And the next stage is pro stage. And I even don't know what, yeah, I know what is the question when you go to pro stage. The question is, can I work less with the clients I love to work, doing everything and feeling the higher purpose? So it is not about doing more, it's about doing less, yet much purposeful more. And it is very simple. It has some elements. This stage compared to hobby stage, as photographer starts to work his way. Photographer says, I'm working this way, and I have so much experience, and I totally know what I'm doing. And when person comes with such confidence, you know, everybody reacts. You know, they're not like running away. They want to collaborate, and it's a big shift there. So normally photographers here like work with people they want to work. They are confident to say no when they feel that is not their client. They pick the clients, the projects they want to work with. It is like photographer's dream. I don't know so many photographers who are living in this stage. Mostly I see photographers, the professional ones, I see they are in a business stage, like in the middle or maybe at the end of the business stage, where they have consistent clients and they're working with people they want. But pro stage who are totally like relaxed and doing nothing, I don't know many. And there are so it's like, you know, it takes many years to get to this stage, and it depends on many different things. And you know, this here I'm going to share, like this successful photographer formula we just launched today. It doesn't teach in this stage. It builds everything that leads to it. If you follow the path, this stage becomes inevitable. So we only teach the elements which practiced daily eventually leads to pro stage. But the only thing which is important here is time. If you continue to practice these methods from the successful photographer formula, you will get there. Maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years. It depends. Okay, I don't know. Maybe after a couple years we come here with the more clear system. Maybe, we'll see. And the question in this stage, what change would you like to bring into the world through your photography? Guys, this is next level question. What change would you like to bring into the world through your photography? Think for a second. Don't think too much and share in the comments. I know that most of you are not, you might not be in this stage. It's normal. But let's, by starting to think a little bit this way, it already pushes you one step forward. So what change would you like to bring into the world? through your photography. And while you're thinking, I'm going to share mine's. So mine is to show, to inspire the world to create, and show that, you know, to create and all the creative process is not difficult, and it's open for everyone, and also inspire people to follow their passion, and find the creative ways to follow that passion. Because I see many people who are the people who, okay, I'm going to talk about that further on, but let's see what are you sharing here. So Anne Ford is writing awareness of the unique beauty in every human being. Nice, nice. I would like to see, you know, your portraits. When you say this statement, I want to see your portraits and the stories behind the portraits. It's interesting for me. I feel that you can, you know, if it comes from within, you can pursue that. Okay. To change being afraid of going out of your comfort zone. Great. Yeah, and actually that's, you know, you can look at your comments here, and it's resonating with your photography as well. So by you doing the change in your photography career, by going out of your comfort zone, you will show the example for other people. So it's like always, you know, leading by example, and it's not going to be comfortable, because you're saying afraid of going out of your comfort zone. So what is your comfort zone, and are you ready to step out of that zone? Once you do that, and once you integrate that in your photography, magic happens. And don't expect that it will be easy. You will be afraid and doing steps at the same time. Huda is saying increase the world's beauty. Great, through photography, I hope. Vikuja, nobody's perfect, everyone is unique and beautiful person in and out. Inspiration and be creative. Great, thank you for sharing. Greta is saying, and in sustainable way. That was to show client that there are no limits when it comes to creative solutions. Okay. I often look at things that are overlooked, unattractive, and find something interesting about it and share my vision. It's really a strong, you know, thing to see unattractive things and show in a specific way, in a clean or beautiful way. I know some photographers who are very, very famous doing that, but that is not easy thing. I mean, that is rare thing. Okay, Anne is saying thank you. I would love to see my portraits. I absolutely love doing my portraits. The joy it brings to people, it's so wonderful. Great. And once you start doing what you love, you get feedback. Badovielis is saying, I want to prove that the established opinion about beauty standards is wrong and help women reveal themselves in photo shoots and show them how inspiring they can be. Fantastic. Fantastic. And Titography is saying, want to bring confidence in whatever you are doing, no matter the profession. Great. Delete the barrier between art and person. As I said, I want to connect creative makeup, which I see as art. I want to create art on people's face and on screen. I don't want to work with a clean look. Great. It's like very, very interesting, connecting two forms of art. makeup and photography, I think it's a great great mission or vision more. Okay guys, let's go for more. We are going to the second part. I think we left like 5-7 minutes. So stay with me, stay with me. I know it's Saturday, but you are here, and that is, I appreciate that you are here, learning about photographer's path, learning, coming with intention to follow your passion, not looking, I don't know, not like looking just any TV show. Congratulations with that. So the creators, for the creator's life, increased fear when you start going for what's real. I was talking about a few seconds ago. Paradoxically, when a person truly starts moving toward the path, fear often grows instead of shrinking. Fear of failure, disappointment, instability, not being enough, or not meeting others or one's own expectations. Fear becomes louder because the person is finally facing what truly matters. So advice, remember, fear is not a sign to stop. It's a sign you are heading somewhere meaningful. The goal isn't to eliminate fear, but to move forward with it in small, safe steps. So once you feel fear, you are good. I'm doing this online webinar. How do you think I'm coming to this? Yeah, it's a lot of preparation. Do you come like, do you think I come relaxed? Yeah, chill, No, I feel fear. I feel fear, but once, I do a step, I'm here. I'm 100% here, not perfect, raw, the way I am, and that's it. And after that, I can make it better. And after 10 times, I can make it even better. Yeah, and I still feel fear, and it's a conscious thing to understand. So connect the fear with brave steps, with creator's path. It's normal. You have to don't wait till the moment you won't have fear. Once you don't have fear, you're staying in a comfort zone. That's it. It's sometimes it's good to stay a little bit, to relax in the comfort zone. Don't push yourself too much, but yeah, watch for that. Okay. And guys, we're going to an end. I would like to hear from you. What are you taking away? What are you taking away from this session? How do you feel? Write down, please. I'm super curious. Me myself, I feel inspired. I feel inspired by meeting so many people who are going for their passion, who are interested in photography, who are communicating and sharing about themselves, because so often people just hide, and listen and even don't participate. What is your takeaway from today, or how you feel? Which answer is easier for you? And I will invite you to join the path. No. Yeah. Nicolette is sharing. Thank you. I feel inspired and remotivated. Great. Thank you for sharing that. Samantava saying, getting new ideas for future projects. Super inspired. Great. Thank you very much. I can't pronounce it. Thank you for sharing. I feel challenged in ways I haven't considered before. Camera settings and lighting seems easy. Turning it into professional path and finding own niche seems more challenging. It is. And you know, that's my point. Once you see the path, you know what is the next step. Once you know that when you do every next step, you have to go out of your comfort zone, it makes easy to do that for you. And once you know that you have a specific tools which help to do that, you feel free and you feel support that it is possible. So that's why I'm here. Thank you for sharing. Vikuja is saying, I'm feeling that I'm at the right place and right time. Finally choosing me and getting super inspired and prepared for my future. Thank you. Great. Thank you. Inspired to thank you. Thank you very much. More motivated, more action needs to be taken. Thank you for your event, Thomas. Thank you, Marius. Okay, one more. Inspired and worried if I have what it takes. Oh, okay, good. Inspired and worried if I have what it takes. Many people here know what they want to do. They shoot people. If I feel my path is different. Great. You don't need to shoot people like everybody is shooting people. There are many different options with photography, but Renata, look where you are at the moment and go step by step. Go through the skills, go through the camera control, go through the skills. Once you go forward, once you do actions, new ideas will come for you. If you normally what brain does now, it wants to go to the business stage. It wants to go to the pro stage. Don't do that. Don't do that, because you start to think, you start to model how you have to behave, and that's not the right way. What you need to do is to understand that there is a path and you need to take steps. And you have to ask yourself, what is the first step to take? Okay? What is the first step to take? And maybe it's the successful photographer formula. So if you feel that you are ready to take the step, maybe it's a great tool. Because it's like we're going to go in detail through all the steps with the concentrated information. And 19th of January, we're going to have live session. So it means you have a very specific tool to helping you to become pro. And I know you've been listening all the time, so you know how this tool works. It means that you're going to watch everything. That is the first important thing. At the end of the course, you're going to have only one assignment, which will help to find it. If even you at the beginning of skill stage, if you go and do that assignment, you will probably save a couple years of looking for your own path. You do only one assignment which connects everything, and you know that on 19th of January we have a meeting. You have a deadline. You have one assignment. You have material which solves the problem, and we have a meeting. Do you think you're going to do it or not? The question is like this. So if you're going to do that assignment and you're going to join 19th of January, this course is a great tool, and it becomes your system, which already guarantees that you're going to do many steps. And if you feel inspired and motivated now, it means that that's the energy I'm coming with, Brazzi Academy is coming with, and you're going to get that energy in that course. Every day you watch. So imagine yourself going with that energy, with that confidence, and with that clarity all the way. So I think it might be a great tool, because I always looking for systems are looking for systems, are looking for programs, like if are looking like what I can do once, which will guarantee that I do many steps without discussion. So this course guarantees that you're going to do many steps forward, at least that, and after that you'll see. Okay, so, but it's you know, then when we launch the rocket to the space, at the beginning, until the rocket crosses the atmosphere, we need at least, I think it's 80 or 90% of fuel, because it's really difficult to go out of atmosphere. And that might be, you know, that distance, you know, launch from the ground to the space. So yeah. So again, complete structure path covering camera control, lighting, composition, posing, retouching, niche and style, portfolio and communication, guiding you step by step from hobby to professional photography. 9 modules covering full photographer's journey, almost 10 hours of focused educational content, 58 step-by-step lessons, and 1 final assignment connecting everything into one portfolio-ready project. Bonus, live session with me, Q&A, portfolio preview, and assignments. I'm planning to do it like quite long. It will be 3 hours in length. And we're going to cover many different aspects which are necessary in this stage. And the value, as I said, is 700, 900 euros. The price, the original price, is 97, and at the moment we have 47 euro. And I'm super happy that more than almost 100 photographers joined this program. So we will have a very nice community going with this program. So guys, it was a pleasure to share. It was a pleasure to have you here, and my huge thanks for everybody who participated in 20-day photography challenge. That was a great thing happening on Brazzi Academy Instagram. So thank you for being active and sharing many beautiful images with us. Don't forget to follow your passion, and don't forget to show example to other people, for your close friends, for your relatives, for your children. Start following your passion. Maybe it's photography, then go with photography. If it's not photography, go all in with other things and enjoy. Let's create, let's enjoy, let's follow our passion. And it was Tomas Brazzi with you, Brazzi Academy, and we will be here around for quite some time, inspiring and reminding you to do one brave step forward. And we're going to work together, and we're going to connect international photographers community. So be the first joining. At the moment we are discussing, communicating, making connections, doing some Instagram lives on Instagram. So see you there. Also feel free to ask us. We're also running 12-month photography mastery course, which is next step, which is like super clear declaration for professional photographers path career without excuses. So you can check that course as well. Guys, was a pleasure. And turning off my screen. Have a nice evening. Have a nice weekend. And if you watching recording, I'm happy to see you here as well. So guys, thank you very much, and bye. And the final comment. Thank you, can't wait to start the program. Yeah. See you there. See you in the program. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't. Okay. Guys, great to have you here. Now, let's make one first step. Ciao.